What's up, folks? Tim Smith of the QB Huddle podcast. Today is Tuesday, although I think you're not going to be seeing this till Thursday, and that's okay. But I've got a few things to talk about just because we're not having our show this week. Brandon Newey is traveling and having some physical issues with his back. And so he is busy, again, getting back to Dallas, getting to his spine surgeon and doing things like that. So please keep Brandon in your thoughts and prayers. Send him some good vibes so that he can get healed up. But I had to come out here and just discuss a few things with you guys and let you know what we're going to be talking about next week. First of all, let's talk about the quarterback market as it stands today. Tua was the highest paid quarterback for a minute with the Miami Dolphins. He got his $212 million. Not sure that he was worth $212 million, but the Dolphins wanted him there. Head coach wanted him there. Tyreek Hill wanted him there. And so they made it happen. He is now the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Congratulations to Tua. Again, not sure that was the right decision, but that's what it is. Now we move on to Green Bay. Folks, Jordan Love has been paid after 1 year as a starter. Jordan Love is the highest paid quarterback in the league at $220 million, breaking down to $55 million a year with a $75 million signing bonus. $155 million of that $220 is guaranteed. After sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for all those years and getting his one chance to start, getting into the playoffs, coming to Dallas, completely dominating the Dallas Cowboys, and then going to San Francisco and making it a game and coming really close to beating them, I guess you could see why they pay him so he doesn't walk. I mean, he wasn't in camp. He was very clear in saying this is what he wanted, and that's what Green Bay did for him. Was it the right move? I don't know, but that's what it is. After 1 year, you know, now it makes this argument a little bit tougher, right? And where I'm going to go with this, but please stay with me. Dak Prescott wants to be the highest paid quarterback in all of the league. As a Cowboys fan, I feel like I can talk about this because I've watched that man melt down in more playoff games than I can think about. I mean, he's got 2 wins in his career. He played well in one of them. Baker Mayfield has 2 playoff wins as well. And you guys dog on him, you Dak fans, as though he's not in the same class as Dak, although I would say he was a first-round draft pick. He's more accurate. He's better pre-snap. He's better post-snap. He's more fluid inside of the pocket. To me, Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback. And he took $100 million, right, to stay in Tampa. So, Dak, it's time to look in the mirror, bud. You told us, early last week that
I don't play for money. Never have, never cared for it, to be honest with you.
You also told us that you can see yourself playing for another franchise. So that tells me you are playing for money. Everybody's playing for money. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys is where your heart is. I think that you enjoy being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. I think you enjoy the attention. You certainly enjoy the benefits of being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. But to hold us hostage, to make it so we couldn't sign CD or Micah because we're afraid of what you're going to want, even though you can't get us over the hump. And it's not that you don't win in the playoffs, right? It takes a team in football to win or lose. But you don't even play well. You don't even play well. At least when other quarterbacks have been here, Tony Romo, Danny White, who didn't get to the Super Bowl, we could say they played well in those playoff games. You haven't. You have been the reason that we lost, as a matter of fact. You are the reason that we lost to Green Bay last year. I don't care about what the defense did in the second half. I care about the fact that there was 2 picks thrown in the first quarter. One went back for 6. One got taken back into the red zone. And I care that you couldn't get us a first down until the third quarter. And now you want to get paid $60 million a year. Folks, let Dak go to the market. It's not going to be what he thinks it is. I guarantee you there's 4 or 5 teams that may pay him that $60 million. None of them are Super Bowl ready. Maybe 2 of them are playoff ready. And we'll just talk about the 2 glaring fits for Dak right now. Las Vegas Raiders, same division as Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh, and Andy Reid, the Chiefs and the Chargers. That's 4 losses for you a year right there. You may squeak out 1 win in there, but usually that's going to be 4 losses for you. 2 better quarterbacks, 2 better coaching, 2 better head coaches, 2 better organizations as a whole. The other team is a good fit for Dak is the Giants. Sure, go to New York. They would love to have you. You dominate them. But guess what? If you go there, the Cowboys will dominate you. You cannot beat Dallas with the Giants. They have no running back anymore. They let their best running back go. They have the money to pay him, so let him go. I mean, at this point, I'm okay with looking at Trey Lance. I'm okay with looking at the draft. What I'm not okay with is paying number 4 $60 million when he can't get us over the hump. And that is a fact. So I want to bring that to y'all. It's very passionate for me. I don't want to see our team absolutely be garbage for the next 5 to 6 years. And that's what's going to happen if we give Dak a $60 million per year extension. That's just what's going to happen. Now, that being said, there was a rumor on Sunday that Dak Prescott went to the Joneses and said that he would take less money. The next day, CeeDee Lamb is reported to be close to signing his deal, I believe for $132 million, making him the second highest paid receiver in all of the league. Love that, by the way. Love that we're going to make that happen. Love that we're signing CeeDee Lamb. This shouldn't even have been an issue. CeeDee should have been signed weeks ago. CeeDee should be in camp right now. He's not because Jerry and the folks slow played his contract. That's okay. We're going to get it done, and now we're going to have CeeDee. I don't think we need Dak. I just don't. I just don't. Shoot, I'll take Daniel Jones with this talent right now. I will. That sounds ludicrous. Dak is probably a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, but I don't want to pay anybody $60 million to play quarterback that can't win in the playoffs. Nobody. I'm sorry. That doesn't even play good in the playoffs. But we have CeeDee Lamb back, so I can stay a Cowboys fan. I don't have to migrate to another team just yet. But I promise you, we pay Dak $60 million. We make him the highest paid, and we have to let go of Micah Parsons. I'm definitely moving on myself as well. We got some other things to talk about next week. It's going to be an exciting show. What quarterbacks have the most pressure coming into 2024? John Harbaugh claims that... I had to take a minute here. John Harbaugh claims that his quarterback...
Lamar Jackson is going to become and be known and be recognized as the greatest quarterback ever to play in the history of the National Football League.
Folks, that's ridiculous. The man has 2 playoff wins. He had a great team last year, couldn't get over the hump. I get that he's had 2 MVPs. The first one was kind of a surprise. Hey, man, we haven't seen a guy like this since Michael Vick, who I still think is better than Lamar Jackson. Last year, we gave Lamar all the credit. The media gave him the MVP because they typically give the MVP to the quarterback on the team that's winning the most games. Understandably, but hey, it was that run game last year, right? It was that offensive line. It was that defense for the Baltimore Ravens that was holding most teams to 10 points or less. Yet Lamar got the MVP. He's not the best quarterback that we've ever seen. I'm sorry. He may be one of one, and I don't even think he's one of one because I think Michael Vick was first, and I think Michael Vick was better. Certainly a better thrower, in my opinion. Derek Carr, folks, he could lose to all 32 teams this year. We're going to talk about that. Sports Illustrated put out their own rankings of quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins was ranked above Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk about that. And then, of course, folks, we're going to talk about the aftermath of this, but get ready. If you don't know, this Thursday, I'm going to say it again. If I didn't tell you earlier, I can't remember, but the Chicago Bears are playing in the Hall of Fame game. We get to see Caleb Williams maybe, although I've heard rumors that he's not going to play in this game. I'm not sure if that is the case, but the Chicago Bears are taking on, you know what? I don't even know who they play. I should know this. I saw it just moments ago, but they are playing in the Hall of Fame game this Thursday night. When I figure out who they're playing, I will tell you. You think I would know. They're playing the Houston Texans. I did know that. I apologize for the misstep there. The Chicago Bears play the Houston Texans this Thursday. We're going to talk about that game. I know it's preseason, but it's football. It's something to talk about. Last thing I want to discuss with you guys, for you Eagle fans, there's a report that I saw yesterday coming out of Philly that there is a riff between Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, which is why Kellen Moore was brought in. Now, guys, Kellen Moore has been a pass-happy OC the last few years, of course. He tried to make Dak into a pocket passer, throwing 50 times a game. That was a disaster. He had Justin Herbert, which was great, but they didn't have really a defense to go behind it. But again, I mean, he was throwing bombs on 3rd and 1. I mean, that's just the Kellen Moore way. What's going to happen in Philly? I mean, Jalen Hurts is not a prolific passer. He just isn't. He's a runner. He's a great RPO guy. And now he's got Saquon Barkley standing next to him. So if I'm Kellen Moore, I'm bringing out my Boise State offense. I'm not bringing out that Chargers offense. I'm not bringing out the offense I rolled out in Dallas. I'm bringing out some trickery. I'm bringing out a lot of RPO and a lot of quarterback runs. That's what I'm doing. But there is a riff between the head coach, Nick Sirianni, and the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. So, guys, we're going to have a show. It's going to be next week. The QB Huddle podcast will be back with Brandon and myself. We may even have a special guest. Keep on the lookout for that. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. You can find us at the QB Huddle on YouTube and on Facebook. And then you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, X at QB Huddle. So find us on all the socials. Like, comment, share, argue, give us your thoughts. Does Dak deserve $60 million? Should Jordan Love be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL? And did he get the bag deservingly in Miami, or did the Dolphins make a mistake? We want to hear from you guys, hear what you have to say. But hey, it's football season, folks. We are 2 days away from the time I'm filming this from the first preseason game of the year in Canton, Ohio at the Hall of Fame game. Go football. Until we see you on the QB Huddle podcast next week, keep those chains moving.